Warning: the following video may have language that some viewers may find offensive, and others are already offended. Viewer discretion is advised, but not really. No animals were hurt in the making of this 4-hour feature film.
I've been thinking lately about the people I meet, the car wash on the corner and the hole in the street, the way my ankles hurt.
There we go.
For us to start. So blinky blinks.
They're all working.
And no guests staying longer than they should.
I'll try not to.
Okay. All right. So our guest today says that many parents struggle with their child's math homework, but she wants to let you know that apparently it is quite common. 5 out of every 4 homes do this.
We do?
Yeah, 5 out of every 4. She also said to me that she once tried a shoelace, she wanted to start a shoelace company here in St. Thomas, but unfortunately it collapsed. She just couldn't get ends to meet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you're so
okay.
funny.
And now I was also told today that by my guest, it is official that City Council has approved the removal of all U-turns in town. And she said there's no turning back now. Okay? So please welcome to the show, everyone, St. Thomas City Councilor and volunteer extraordinaire, Rose Gibson.
Thank you, Tony, for having me.
How's that for an intro? How's that?
Well, if we get any response, if I receive any response, I am forwarding it to you.
Oh, will you do that?
Back. Oh yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So
yeah.
you know what? I thought that was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
You know, many parents struggle with their child's math.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
And I mean, the homework that we had back when we went in school, you look at today's and you're like, I have no idea.
Nope,
I have no idea. But I didn't know that, that it was quite common and that every 5 out of 4 homes have this problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure they still do.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and good luck with the I was going to say roundabout. That's our next topic, isn't it? Eh? Roundabouts?
Yeah.
U-turns.
U-turns.
Yeah, there's no turning back.
You know what?
Now,
it was funny the other day I spotted one right in the middle of First Ave, right at Canadian Tire light.
Oh, somebody doing a U-turn?
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I've seen that here too with them going around the corner. So
yeah.
Right in intersections, spinning around.
Right in the middle.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It takes a very special kind of person. So, all right, Rose. So, how's things? What's
very
going on?
Good. Oh, very well.
Yeah,
Thank you for asking. Absolutely.
You've been really busy.
Yes, very busy. Yes.
So we have council now that you're working on. Mm-hmm. You're still volunteering everywhere.
When I'm called upon.
When you're called upon.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much every day. You are also doing Catch the Ace at the Legion.
Yes.
Took over from me from that last year.
Yeah, thank you for the workload.
First 2 years. Yeah, you're welcome. I am so happy to pass that on to you.
I bet you were.
Yeah, so you're working on that. Now, the biggest one, and I see the building is gone now in Hiawatha.
Yes.
They did bring it down, so the residents there lost everything. It was now confirmed.
Yes.
I was a little shocked to hear on the news that one guy had noticed that somebody had been in there and looted the place.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
So somebody did sneak in there and got their stuff.
It's
so
sad.
That is just even a bigger kick to the pants, right? To know that you weren't allowed to go in and do it,
but a stranger,
some other monkey got in there and did it.
Yeah, it's
terrible.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
But because of that now, anyway, you were the trustee for Chico Sanchez coming back January 27th.
Correct.
Going to be doing a show on Saturday night, St. Thomas Anglican Church on Flora Street.
Flora, yeah.
I don't know where Forest came from. I have
trees.
No idea. They came from the trees. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you're going to be doing you're the trustee for the benefit concert. So what is it you're doing? What is your job for this benefit?
There's a lot of people who cannot attend but wish to help. So I'm accepting email transfers for donations.
Oh, okay.
And I'm working with St. Thomas Elgin Victim Services.
Oh, are you really?
So they'll be able to help us designate out the money where it's best suited and to whom. Just to make sure everything's on the table. It's transparent to the public, and because we want to make sure if you're collecting somebody else's money, you want to make sure it goes to the right place.
Well, absolutely.
Right? So
Yeah,
the right
absolutely.
people. So yeah, so we're working along with a few community groups as well.
That's good. And I've always said, if you're collecting public funds and that, it's always nice to be able to tell everybody, keep it right out there. It's an open book, and you can tell them where all the money went.
Absolutely.
So if people say don't have money to donate, is there a place they can donate clothing? Are they accepting furniture?
Yeah,
things like that.
So Adam at the Salvation Army at 107 Edward Street, he's been delegated to help and assist the clients, but I'm sure if you have any donations and you wish to go to the residents that have been displaced, just ask for Adam, or that you wish for it to go towards that need, and leave your name and phone number, and I'm sure they'll get back to you and let you know.
You know, it's such a really sad story, not just because it was Christmas time. I mean, can you imagine? You were in there for Christmas, you know, had no idea within 2 weeks you would have lost everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Like how fast a life can change.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
That's why I don't blame the people for not being able to have tenant insurance. Most of them did not. Right. Some people just can't afford it. It's just, they can't even afford day-to-day living, not alone.
Exactly.
But it does show the importance of, you have to get somehow tenant insurance.
Yeah. So, I mean,
you just never know.
Right? Because
you just never know.
The $12 a month that you be paying towards content insurance.
It all depends on...
That's milk and bread, a loaf of bread and
milk.
The one
that my own personal insurance, it costs me, I think it's $35 a month.
Right.
And I have $50,000 coverage for my contents, and that's just to protect all of this goofy electronic stuff that I have that constantly gives me headaches and doesn't want to work.
Right.
We still have our red lights blinking away, so we know we're still recording.
We're still recording.
It's amazing. So okay, so let's go back. 1999 to 2006. You were the president in 2002, 2003 of a organization called On Track.
On Track.
What is that?
On Track is an organization started up with a group of volunteers who wanted to do more in the city of St. Thomas, and they had to have some form of a committee or a board to initiate other organizations that were umbrellaed under On Track. So you have Save Our Station, SOS, that was a fundraiser for the Queso Station. And of course the Iron Horse Festival actually was originally underneath that umbrella, On Track. So that's where Iron Horse started out as well, from that committee of people, group of people. Okay. And then, of course, we have the North American Rail Hall of Fame, which is a rolling stock of Allegan County and the railroads around the area, plus all across North America, really. Even if you have something in the U.S., we have a few dignified rolling stock from there that we have represents. So
well, that's cool. On Track. I guess that makes sense now when you're On Track.
Right.
I had no idea that Iron Horse was born from that.
Yes.
I remember the SOS. I remember years ago coming down Manitoba Street, and you could see Queso Station in the back with the big Save Our Roof or something. I think it was at the time. Didn't it have something about the roof?
No, just Save Our Stations.
Was it
SOS.
Save Our Station? Okay.
Yeah, because that's the whole idea. Once you put a roof over a building, then the building can be stabilized, because it had a perfect foundation, you know, because it's 23 inches thick.
Well, it's a historic building too, because it's the length to the width.
Yes.
Wasn't it one of the shortest, but no, the thinnest but longest buildings in I think southwestern Ontario. I honestly, it's Steve Peters. Will probably slaughter
you'll have
me
him
on
on
that.
and people can.
I will have Steve on.
Ask him that question.
We'll probably have to do longer than a 30-minute show with Steve because you know he talks a lot.
He does.
He does.
But he's knowledgeable. He's a great historian for us.
Steve is fantastic with that. So but yeah, I do remember the fundraising. There was, you could buy a brick or something, sponsor brick or something at the Queso. They were as they were going, and now I'm still waiting for the final, like when they get the sloped roof all around the that's going to look so cool. And
that will be, and that's you know, again, that's a fundraising issue that they have to bring forth to the community, because it's, you know, because it's volunteers that are doing the fundraising for these.
You know what? Honestly, we got to commend them, because they have raised a lot of money, and they have preserved that building. And
you got to thank the people out in this area that donate towards all the initiatives that they do there.
Well, that's the big one too, is all the people that donate, no matter from the Legion to whoever, what organization, if the people aren't going to donate, no matter how good your organization is, you ain't getting anything done. So
that's right.
It does take a community
Yeah,
to do
absolutely.
it right. So, and that's why with what's happening on Hiawatha Street is really nice because the community is really rallied.
Yes, we have.
And I heard that the opening day of ticket sales at the church, by 10 a.m. we're already lined up.
Yeah, they were already, Sue was saying, they were lined right up. So that's good to hear.
270 seats, I think,
Yes.
or 270 tickets, $15 a ticket
Yes.
by donation. So if you only had $10, whatever, you were still going to get a ticket.
Yeah.
As Chico said, they weren't going to turn anybody away.
No, no.
so
If you want
that-
to come in, absolutely.
that was
I
really
do
nice.
have tickets personally on me as well. So
Ooh, there you go.
there
Rose
you go.
has tickets.
I do have tickets.
Okay. Let's go 2001, 2006, Cystic Fibrosis Events Coordinator.
Yes.
Zellers.
That's through Zellers.
So Zellers, you used to work at Zellers.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, yeah. And I think, let me just take a look here. Yeah, we have this Rose picture here. It says 1986 Kmart. Looks like a pretty young little Rose in there. That, we'll
Yes.
put it up on the screen so people can see it. But
absolutely. Yeah.
what was that picture?
That's a picture.
That's
that was,
Kmart, though.
That's Kmart. And I
Yeah.
was working in the cafeteria and I met my 90-day qualification to stay on. So my probation was over and they give you an
Oh.
honor roll of having your picture done.
Wow. So for your probation period ending, you got your picture.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Kmart. I love
And of
Kmart.
course you get your 5-cent raise, right? Because you're,
That was good raise all back then.
yeah, I have to
Yeah.
admit they did good. They
Yeah,
did do that one
I
for us.
do miss Kmart. Now, Kmart is still going in the States, isn't it?
Yes, it
It
is.
is still alive.
Yeah.
We need to bring it back.
Yeah.
Counselor,
Hey, I'm
let's
only
pitch it back. Come on. City of St. Thomas wants Kmart. Okay?
that has to be public initiative. That can't be
Look
a
how
councillor.
look how excited people got when Zellers was coming back.
Oh yes, and
And then they opened what they did like in the Bay or whatever,
Yeah.
and people are like, "Bleh."
disappointed. Yeah,
It
very
was only a
disappointed.
section
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a store. It wasn't even.
But I did hear the food truck that they have there. Very good food. It's very close to what they used to
I
serve.
do miss the Zellers restaurant.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
The
right?
fish and chips. I used to love going in
Yeah,
there for the,
yeah,
for the
for
fish
sure.
and chips. So,
Okay.
Rose, Kmart. Yeah, Kmart was awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
I love Kmart. Then we got another little picture here. It looks like you are on the New Day.
Yes.
With the big teddy bear Zeddy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is that?
That's-
Looks like you're holding a foot.
That's for cystic fibrosis.
Okay.
So, Zellers was the big corporate supporter, and we were doing a new initiative in St. Thomas, and I wrote a letter to the news station and asked about it, and they said, absolutely. So I was on the stage there with Matt. I cannot remember his last name, but
You know what? I'm pretty good with the old time announcers and shows and
yeah, he was a lot of fun.
I can picture his face.
Yeah.
Well, of course I can. I'm looking at it.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, I don't remember his name either.
But his first name is Matt. I do remember Matt very well. And so we had a fantastic go with Zellers and cystic fibrosis in the area. And of course, Emily Morgan was our poster child in the area because she had cystic fibrosis. Diane and Tony Morgan from Port Stanley.
Yes.
That's their daughter Emily.
Okay.
So it was really wonderful working with everybody, and yeah.
That's cool. You know what I find when you're looking at like the New Day, they had the A channel that was just A at one time,
Yeah.
I think, then went A channel. The different names that they've had over the years, and yet it doesn't seem that long ago.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
I remember sitting down watching these shows back then, and I keep thinking now, wow,
Yeah.
that was a while ago.
Yeah.
That's something, but
They just celebrated 70 years, so they have if you go to YouTube, you can see
yeah,
it
they
all
did.
there.
They had
Very
some
cool.
really cool videos.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
very
was.
cool.
I really enjoyed watching Jay Campbell.
Yeah.
Jay was, I knew Jay from years ago back up in Grand Bend.
Yeah.
I used to talk to him up there. If I was ever traveling north to go visit my mom, I would call him up and he would tell me what the weather was going to be like through the winter, what I could expect up there. Jay was awesome.
That's good. Okay.
Let's go back to Royal Canadian Legion. So,
Yes, so-
you got here since 2011. So
Yeah.
you've been pretty active in that branch. I
Yes.
should know because I'm one of the past presidents or the past vice president.
Yes. Yeah.
I was the first vice president. I'm current public relations officer. I'm a past Poppy chairman,
Yeah.
not from this branch, but other branches.
Right.
You've been in there from the volunteer, a board member, events, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
how do you like it? What do you think about doing the events for the Legion and the community?
Oh, I enjoy doing it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you have an idea and you want it to go, yeah, I can pretty well. I push it along and get it done. Some things I'm learning on the way, but I learned a lot working with United Way, so that's how I really enjoy it.
Let's go to the United Way. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty important thing in a community too. So what kind of roles have you done with the United Way for St. Thomas?
For St. Thomas, special events chair.
Oh yeah,
I did it for 14 years.
Wow. So yeah, when it comes to these special events, you're
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
you're not a newbie.
I had a good teacher, Terry Carroll and Betty Want. They were in the office, and I just walked in one day and said I have time, and
I think United Way right now is doing a lot of rebranding and stuff too, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like building and
they're trying to bring it back. They've always been here for Elgin County. They just never had an office, and we're looking at just putting our foot out in past the door, past COVID. They're trying to revamp just the activity and the excitement for United Way.
Cool.
Because they still, even though the office is in London, they still do a lot of campaigning for the Elgin St. Thomas area.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, one of the highlights that you have, you met Rachel McAdams.
Yes.
And it was an opening night of Notebook at St. Thomas Theatre 2004.
Right.
So who were you with at that time, and what was Rachel like?
She was fun.
Was she?
During that evening, we had to keep our distance because she had her security people, so they made sure only a few people had a close connection with her. Janice Zolf at the time, she was their entertainer from, I think it was New PL then or something, or the A Channel. Can't remember for sure, but Sharon Lechner was our CEO for United Way, so it was a United Way event. And it was a couple of weeks after the initial opening night because she had to do hers first in LA and then New York and then St. Thomas. So it was awesome. I got a lot of memorabilia. So
that's cool. I mean, she's got a lot of ties. Well, of course, she grew up here, went to school here.
Yeah, for
she still
sure.
comes home quite a bit. But
actually, after the Notebook, she would come into Zellers to shop, and she would just give me the tip of the hat to let me know she was in the building. Once in a while, I can get off my cash.
All
and
right.
go
So
over.
when she's doing that, was she kind of like trying to conceal herself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So,
yes, absolutely.
So she was trying. See, I didn't really know that I had met a pretty high actor from my years of driving at Cox Cabs. That he loved this area. I was taking him out to Red Tail.
Yeah.
And he just loved this area because people left them alone.
Yep.
Treated them like
right?
family, really. Right. They were just friendly. Yeah. Didn't really go overboard on who they were. So that's why I just wondered if Rachel was still feeling like she was home, or she kind of still had to hide.
She didn't want. It's not that she was trying to really hide. She just wants to make sure that when she's shopping, she's shopping.
Okay.
Right? It's like myself when I go out for lunch. I'm not quizzed by 100 different people.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Like, honestly, let's get to it. So this is kind of the idea of these podcasts. It's not, even though you're on council, we're not going to be talking about council business.
No.
I don't care if I'm going to get the mayor to sit here. The mayor is going to sit there.
Okay.
When we get Mayor Joe in here, it's not going to be about council business.
Right.
But it's going to be about your business, on who you are.
Yeah.
We're going to get to know you, some of your likes, dislikes. So with that, we're going to look at council. You ran so many times. 5 times,
yes.
Right? And thank God this time. And I mean, the last couple times I actually was on your campaign team.
Yes,
and,
thank you.
We tried, I did videos and whatever we could. So, great. You finally come on. You got elected.
Yeah.
And how is it? Like, do you honestly think it was cool? Is this what you're looking for? Is
absolutely.
This like, I don't know what I got myself into?
No, absolutely. I knew when I ran, I knew what I was running for and why.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it is exactly what I thought it would be.
Is it?
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. You just got to understand that you can be 24 hours periodically at times, but other than that, I love it. It doesn't bother me whatsoever.
So as a newbie in council, how did the other councilors welcome you? Are they
Oh,
Are they really nice? Will they help you? Will they teach you? Are they like, well, you know what? You just got to kind of do what I did and learn as you go.
oh well, no, they were very welcoming with open arms.
Were
And yeah, absolutely. If you need to, if you have a question or whatever, and you can just call any of them. They're all really great and fantastic. Oh yeah, very good group of people. I wouldn't have asked for better people.
So for general public, I see you're always out there. Like you're talking to people all over. So do you have people like, basically what I'm saying is your office open? So if somebody wants to email you any concerns, is that?
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to hear from you. Right. And, you know, and of course, if when I get back to you and it's not what you like to hear, it's at least your knowledge as to why. And, you know, you've learned yourself.
I've told
including
people
myself.
that. Yeah.
Because sometimes even myself, I think, oh, I never thought about that. And then of course you're asking that question not only for them, but for yourself, for myself even. So
right.
Absolutely, call, you know, like that's what we're all about. You know, like if you Facebook me, please do it on Messenger so we don't get, 20 other people putting their opinion in because some think they're lawyers, some think they're plumbers. And
now anything to do with, we only got a few minutes left, but there are some people in the community that are not pleasant, that can be very rude. Yeah, I mean, it happens anywhere. No matter what job you are, whatever, there's always someone.
Correct.
But is there a policy or something, or did the other counselors help you? Like if you actually have somebody that came in and was quite aggressive, or in their email or phone call or whatever, is there something as a counselor of the city, do they have something set up to help you?
Oh yes, absolutely. If there's anything that I'm not feeling comfortable with, I'm to automatically contact the city staff.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. So when those kind of issues come up, it has to be a city staff member because they're the ones that would take care of it on their end, and then they will actually do the response on my behalf.
I know it's a lot of it is anything to do with computers, email. A lot of times it always comes across different to what the person kind of wanted it to be.
Right.
They may not be as threatening as what, and when they're emotionally charged, it can be.
Yeah, it sounds
good, right?
Yeah, right, exactly,
So,
because it's an issue that really hurts them, right?
That's right. That's
not so much me. So you have to be a little bit, a little
thick-skinned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got thick skin for a little person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You have to be up to there.
So with that.
Yeah.
All right. So what makes Rose happy?
When the community's happy and having fun. Oh yeah. I just love it.
Truth?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what makes Rose happy?
Oh yeah, exactly. Okay. Because if you have a happy community, you have a healthy community, right? Everybody's happy. That's what makes us go want more, want better, want a safer community. It comes all back to being happy.
Pet peeves. So what really annoys you? What is your pet peeve?
When people say they want this, and that in the community, and but they won't step up to do it.
I've seen, yes.
Right?
We've had a lot of that. I've had it at the Legion. People are like, well, why don't you do this for service? You should have this. But you know what? Why?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about stepping up?
So
help.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right? Exactly.
I mean, everybody has an opinion. I get it. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
You got to kind of.
And not everybody, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes if you are wanting that kind of an event or something happening in the community or within your own organization that you organize with, if you have a suggestion, try to figure out some people that will do the work for you, and then maybe it will happen.
The only other thing is I would like to see a little bit more praise. So out of the different things that happen in communities, it would be nice to hear some positive sides. We always hear a lot of negative, right? Well, why didn't you do this? They should have done this. How dare they do that?
Exactly.
But what about the good stuff?
Yeah.
We had it. We tried it. Let's learn from it.
Yeah.
Let's build upon it. Let's go on. So
let's build.
Okay, final question. What is your most favorite thing about St. Thomas and Elgin?
Oh, people. We have
people? Yeah.
I'm a people person, Tony. Don't you know that?
Okay. Hey.
I enjoy people. Right?
Okay.
And like I said, as long as they're happy and
Yeah. Okay.
It takes a lot to be happy, but
listen, thanks.
Hey,
short and sweet. We did it.
Short and sweet.
I think our blinking lights are still going, so I think we did it.
Yeah, we did it this time.
Yes, we did. All right. Thanks, Rose.
You're welcome, Tony. Thanks for having me once again.
Let the other council members know I'm coming.
Oh, okay.
I'm coming for them. They're gonna sit in that chair over there.
Okay.
just let them know it's quite painless. I think we had fun.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so stay tuned, everybody. The full Monty podcast will be coming back next month. We're hoping to get one out one a month right now. So stay tuned. Who'll be the next guest?
We don't know.
We'll see. Let's just close this out and the music going here. Oh, that is just, listen to that. Side chain, it says. It's an amazing little box.
On my feet, and I'm wondering if I'm gonna see tomorrow. Father, forgive us for what we must do. You forgive us, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive each other till we both turn blue. Then we'll whistle and go fishing in heaven.